truly something special. Just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, boy. There's no one like you around. Oh, baby.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jada Simone, and today's video is going to be my junior year at FIT update video. So I have some questions in my DMs that like people, I don't know how y'all be contacting me. Well, I do have the fact that I go to FIT in my bio, but I don't know how y'all like see that, because it's not like Twitter where you could like hashtag UMES, you know. But I guess it is the same, I don't know. But let me see if I can find the question. So I'm just gonna be answering the questions, because I feel like if I gave y'all an update, it would just be me rambling on and on and on and on, and I feel like y'all wouldn't like that. So yeah, I just have some random questions that have been DM'd to me like through the course of me being at FIT and even after the fact. But just a little background. Like I said, my name is Jada Simone. I am a college lifestyle and fashion vlogger. I attend the illustrious University of Maryland Eastern Shore in Princess Anne, Maryland, where I am a fashion merchandising major. And I'm actually a dual major because the program I'm in, I went to my school, which is UMES, my freshman and sophomore year. I got accepted into FIT for their one-year visiting program where I studied advertising and marketing communications, and I finished my junior year, so that's what this video is going to be about. And I will be going into my senior year in August. So today is July 23rd. I move in August 23rd, so in exactly a month I will be a senior in college, finishing my last year of college. So basically what the program is, I got a bachelor's in fashion merchandising and an associate's in advertising, marketing, and communications. Now they're two separate degrees, but I got them in 4 years. So it's basically a 6-year program that I got done in 4 years, y'all. Because because a bachelor's takes 4 years and associate's usually takes 2 years, and I literally did everything in 4 years. So that's the background. All right, so the first question is, what is FIT looking for in prospective students regarding their extracurricular history? I just said that they look for someone who's well-rounded. Like, they look for people who can adapt in any environment, because it's New York City. You need to know how to adapt in any environment, whether it be academic or social, because it's freaking New York City. I just told this person to have a variety of extracurriculars that speak to who you are as a person. So if you are a Girl Scout, put that you are a Girl Scout, because that shows that you have leadership skills, you work well in teams. If you were captain of your cheer team, leadership skills. If you did a bake sale every summer or a lemonade stand, you have like entrepreneurial skills. Like, put things that speak to who you are as a person, and they like stuff like that. Like with me, I'm pretty sure I put that I was in the Human Ecology Club, which is part of my major back at UMES. So we did like different things like the magazine, modeling shows. I have a brand, so I make my own clothes. I'm very entrepreneurial. Basically, just put things that you do and make it like, you know, try to like manipulate it into making it seem like, not even making it seem like you are a well-rounded person, because it speaks to who you are as a person. If you like to play guitar, like, they just like to see people who can dibble and dabble in a lot of everything. Like, I live, like, just brag about yourself on the application, basically. Okay, question number 2 is, what are they looking for in the application essay? So I put, for the application essay, they're looking to see what you've done in the industry that you're applying to. So if you're applying to design, they want to see what you've designed, because why would you apply to design and you have, you know, you've never designed anything, sketched anything, reconstructed anything. Like, why would you even be interested if like you've never done something like that in the past? Like with me, I was applying to advertising and marketing, which plays off of my fashion degree. So I talked about my fashion degree, but I also talked about the fact that like I run a business online, so that's the e-commerce side. I talked about the way I market my products on Instagram. Like, you kind of have to talk about what you already do in the industry. Also, like I said before, brag about yourself. Say, I was the captain of this team, I was in this, that. Like, they want you to brag about yourself. And I know it's hard to talk about yourself, but like, you kind of have to get into FIT, because everybody's gonna do it. Like, you're gonna literally notice that everybody and anybody brags about every little accomplishment, little achievement. They brag about it, even if it's just like, even if y'all had the same accomplishments and you just think it's just like something you did, like, they will blow it up and make it seem way greater than what it is. I put, talk about what you want to do and what you've done already and your plans for while, like, you know, your plans while being at FIT. So I talked about, I plan to expand my business. I talked about my YouTube channel. I planned on growing that. I just talked about like the different, you know, the different things that while at FIT, like the different resources and things I planned on using and, you know, benefiting me. So that's what they look for. They just look for you to talk about yourself, like a person who's done stuff in the industry that you're applying to, basically. The third question is, what are they looking for in the portfolio for fashion design? So I'm personally not a fashion design major, but I had fashion design major friends. I just said to make it look as professional as possible. For your design portfolio, they should all follow the criteria. They give you a criteria when you apply for the design program. And I said, try to make it a collection, basically. Like, even like, I'm not a design major, but I'm a designer. So even when I come out with different you know, different pieces, I try to make it into a collection. I came out with my Simone bikinis. It was a collection. I'm coming out with my diamond denim. That's going to be a collection. Just try to make your portfolio as cohesive as possible, but also make it well-rounded so they know, okay, she doesn't only know how to do bikinis. She can do wedding gowns, or she can do club outfits. I don't know. Just make it well-rounded but cohesive, if y'all get what I'm saying. The fourth question is, how can I increase my chances of being accepted? So I put, have an amazing essay. Personally, I didn't start my essay until, like, I finished my application, I submitted it, but I literally didn't submit my essay until probably a week before it was due. Only because I kept procrastinating, which don't do. Like, do your essay, have multiple people read over it. But I'm just a good writer. Like, I've just always been a great writer, so I know my work, even though sometimes like I question my work, but my work is always perfect. So have a great essay. So have somebody like reread it, brag about yourself in that essay, have amazing grades. Like, that's a plus. If they see, okay, you're a 4.0 student, automatically, like, why not accept you? Compared to a 2.0 student, you probably won't get in, because I think you have to have a 3.0, but I had a 3.8 applying, or a 3.9. I'm not sure. I either had a 3.8 or a 3.9 applying. So me compared to someone that had a 3.2, I was automatically getting in. So please, 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 I can't stress this enough, have amazing grades and have an amazing essay. Because for my program, that's all I needed was my transcript, the grades, and the essay. So that's all you needed. For design, however, you have to have an outstanding portfolio. Like, you have to stand out from the crowd. So I suggest, if you plan on going into design, start your portfolio. Like, if you are a junior in college watching this, start your portfolio now, because you'll be applying to FIT in like the fall of your senior year. You have more than enough time to start now and perfect your portfolio. Get different teachers to look at it, art teachers. If you don't have any like fashion, if you don't go to a fashion school, have art teachers look at it. Just start now. Like, get everything done now so you have enough time to get it checked out by people. You know, that's how you increase your chances on getting into FIT. The fifth question is, what does the workload look like? Whew. The workload is a lot. Now, me coming from UMES is a HBCU, And most of the people that go to UMES are from like Maryland. So like their school system is different from the school system up here in the New Jersey, New York City area. Like I found myself to be way more advanced than a lot of the people I was going to school with, you know, at UMES. Like I found myself a lot of times always at the top of the class. And then at FIT, it was kind of like I was just an average student. With FIT, they really believe in a lot of group projects. Like, it's OD. I never had as many group projects as I did at FIT. And I started really getting a lot of them my second semester. My first semester only had one. Second semester, you get a lot. They do testing, but I honestly didn't get a lot of tests. Finals and midterms, yeah. I think I only had like 2 finals my second semester, but my first semester I had like 5 finals and I was taking 6 classes. And the midterms, it depends on the teacher. Some teachers don't do midterms, some teachers do. It just depends on the teacher. Definitely look at Rate My Professor, but the workload is a lot. I think this is question number 6. What do the courses consist of? Do you have large sums of projects? Do finals count for a large percent of your grade, etc.? So like I said before, it depends on the teacher, because I didn't start getting a lot of group projects until my second semester, but there are a lot of projects. Like it's FIT, so they want to see how well you work in groups, because in the industry you're going to be working in groups. They want to see how creative you are, and it's real, like they teach real world situations and they throw them into a project to see how you can present and react and tackle that real world situation. So yeah, there are a lot of projects. Finals do count for a lot, but like I said, some teachers give finals, some teachers don't. But finals do count as a large percentage. So I think finals and midterms count. But as long as you get an A in everything else. Like, this is what I did. In one of my classes, we had no tests, no quizzes, no homework, no nothing. And I got 100% on her final. And when I tell you I hated that class, that was my least favorite class. I hated going to that class every day. I sat in the back of the class. Like, I hated that class. It was so boring. I stayed on my MacBook. And I know this sounds bad, but like, you're gonna get classes that you hate. So I stayed on my MacBook, like surfing the internet and buying fabric all class. So good thing, like, I am a good note taker when it was time to take notes, because she would like ramble on and on about her life, and then like 2 hours into the class, okay guys, take notes. So I'm a great note taker. So I ended up getting 100% on the midterm, which I don't know how, because literally everybody but me cheated on the midterm. And I'm not trying to incriminate nobody, but literally everybody was cheating on the midterm, and like, she didn't care. But when she handed me back my booklet, I was the only person in the class with 100%, and it's because I'm an amazing writer. I got 100% and we didn't have a final. So once I got that, I was like, all right, I'm good, I'm set for the class. So I feel like you all should try to aim high, in a class, so that if you do fall off for a grade or a homework, it doesn't hurt you too much. Because try to just aim high in the beginning of the semester. Midterms come, aim high for your midterm, because if you do have a slip up, it won't hurt as much, because you have that cushion to fall on. But definitely study, because those exams weigh a lot. Question number 7, is it hard to manage the workload? It's not, but it depends on the type of person you are, honestly. For me, it wasn't hard to manage it. It did get overwhelming, but it wasn't hard to management. I have pretty good time management skills. Like, I'm always in my planner. I'm always fixing my Google Calendar. Like, I adhere to strict schedules for myself, especially when it comes to school, because I pay for school, or and I have scholarships, so I have to get good grades. But it's not hard at all, but it definitely depends on the person, because it's college now. You don't have your parents breathing down your neck, seeing if you did your homework. Like, you're grown now. You have to really push it and really stay on top of all your work. So it definitely depends on the person. Question number 8, do you have any advice on filling out the applications? Like I said before, my only advice is to brag about yourself, have an amazing essay, and to have amazing grades. That's the only advice I can give, because I don't know. That's just the only advice I could give. Number 9, what are the pros and cons of this school? All right, basically the pros are, like I said, all of your teachers are professionals in the industry or were professionals. So to teach at FIT, you have to have at least 7 to 10 years of experience in the subject that you teach. So these teachers are they're real professionals. If you have a marketing teacher, he's a marketer. If you have a graphic design teacher, she's a graphic designer. They know what the heck they're talking about. So you're getting these real world projects, real world experiences, real world field trips, and you're also building connections with them, because if you're interested in marketing, guess what? He might have an internship for you. If you're interested in graphic design, she might have an internship with you, or she might be able to pass you along. So you really get to build real relationships with these people, connections, networking, even with other students. You will be able to network with other students as well to, you know, benefit from, which is not, you know, such a bad thing. But the cons are that, well, I'm just gonna speak from my experience. My cons were people really showed that they were like really stuck up. I didn't really make a lot of friends. I made some really cool friends that I can still hit up on Instagram till this day. However, like, people are really stuck up. A lot of people that go to FIT, because they did one fashion week event, they think they're freaking Michael Kors or Marc Jacobs, and you're not, sis. You're not. You were literally a freaking usher at the event, showing people where they were sitting. Calm down, sis. But yeah, a lot of people are stuck up. A lot of them are like children of rich people, or what is it called, legacy students. So their parents went there before, so everybody just walks around with a silver spoon in their mouth. Nobody is really friendly unless like you find real genuine people, which I did find. So yeah, it's kind of hard to make friends because people are really like stuck up. The dorming situation, you really have to get good housing, and it's so hard because with UMES, whenever the housing application opens, you have like, it's just open for everyone. It's a free-for-all, so it's first come first serve. That's like how I got into my student apartment that I'll be living in August. First come first serve. As soon as the application opened at 8 o'clock, I was on the website at 8 o'clock and I submitted it by like 8:03. However, FIT, they give you time slots. So my time slot wasn't until like the 3rd day, and by the 3rd day, no, scratch that. My time slot was the 1st day, but by like 11 p.m., because it opened at like 8, by 11 p.m., there was nothing open but Nagler Hall. And if you know FIT, you know that Nagler Hall is the worst dorm hall on campus. There's no AC. You can't have a refrigerator or a microwave. And it's communal bathrooms. And that was something I was not used to coming from UMES, because I came from the same apartment that I will be living in next semester. I came from that. I had my own room. Like, basically, it was a 2-person apartment with a full kitchen, a little dining area, a living room, a balcony, a washer and dryer, dishwasher, you know, all the good amenities. And then there was 2 rooms. My room, my roommate's room. My room, well, we both had the same thing in each room. So we had huge room, walk-in closet. It was furnished. Huge bathroom. We both had our own bathroom. So I came from that, the luxury of having your own and not having to share with anyone at all, to Nagler. So that kind of puts a damper on the situation too, because it's like I kind of expected to get into the alumni, but yeah, but at least I liked my first roommate. I didn't like my second roommate. Another con is the group projects, because you might get stuck with people who don't pull their weight, which kind of sucks, but it just is what it is. And some teachers are like, well, you guys are getting the grade for the whole group instead of each person getting individually evaluated. They literally give you the grade for the group. So if they think the group deserves a C, guess what? Even if you pulled the weight for the whole group, you're getting a C too. So that kind of sucks. Do you have any warnings for attending that I may not find elsewhere? And like I said, I keep it a buck with my subscribers, and anyone who asks me questions, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I put, as far as warnings, be careful who you make friends with, because a lot of people, not even gonna hold you, a lot of people do a lot of illegal activities and you don't want to get caught up in that at all. Like a lot of drugs and stuff. You don't want to get caught up in that. You're just there to go to school and learn and make a name for yourself. And I said, try to find people who are equally as motivated as you are and want to succeed, because in college there will be people who all they want to do is smoke weed all day and not go to class and not hand in assignments. Don't make those your friends. You want equally beneficial relationships. So I always had friends in classes with that I could be like, oh, we have a test tomorrow, let's go to the library, we're gonna motivate each other. We had group chats like, oh, did anybody do this assignment? Oh, I need help with it, can we meet up at the library? You need to find friends that will motivate you and you guys motivate each other. And I put, you don't want any bad influences rubbing off on you, like the whole drugs thing. Like if you don't do drugs, you don't want, you know, that rubbing off on you basically. So yeah, that was my junior year update and Q&A form. But a little more background. I actually did end up liking my first roommate first semester. I ended up liking that roommate. My second roommate, but she moved out. She got pregnant and moved out. And then my second roommate, did not like her. The first couple weeks it was okay, but then I realized she was dirty, she was nasty, and just not somebody I would be friends with at all. So we just didn't speak, and I'm comfortable with living with people and not speaking. Like, not even like that, but I'm comfortable with you being on your side of the room and I'm on my side of the room, and we don't have to bother each other. Like, I'm content with like being in my own silence. Like, I don't get why people find that so like, ugh. But like, I'm just content with it. So yeah, I didn't like her. But other than that, the meal plan was super good, better than UMES, which is why I haven't been on the meal plan at UMES in so freaking long, since freshman year, because the meal plan is disgusting at UMES. But FIT was really good. I didn't go hungry, even though I was on the 9, which is only 9 meals a week. I don't really eat a lot. I'm really petite and tiny, so 9 meals was more than enough, because I was only getting to like 6 meals a week. So I don't even know how, but yeah. And I met really great people, like really great teachers that I can still email, faculty members, all of that. So I really enjoyed my freshman year. It was just my dorm experience really sucked, and I didn't like my roommate, but that didn't really stop anything. That was it. I loved living in the city. And I go back and forth with it all the time. Like, would I still want to move to New York City after college? And it's always a yes or a no. But where I'm at right now, I feel like if I was to get financially stable enough after college to move to the city and, you know, grow and expand my clothing brand, heck yeah, I would. So we'll see. I will be documenting my senior year at my HBCU, so y'all will come along with me to the parties, to the Greek step shows, to all of that. Y'all will see HBCU life, because I feel like HBCU life is not really talked about, and I will be talking about it on my channel a lot, so get ready for it. But y'all also will be seeing life after college with Jada Simone. So we'll see if I end up moving back to the city. We'll see if we'll see where I end up. If I go to grad school, we'll see. You guys are coming along with me for the journey. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for leaving questions as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And leave suggestions for other videos down below. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.